Hello and welcome to another installment of our Did You Know series. Of course, my name is Ben Williams. I'm the Racial Unity Coordinator here at Hope+Elim. And you know, fam, we are now celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month as of September 15th. It runs through October 15th. With that in mind, as you've heard Pastor Brian say and myself as well, we celebrate the diversity here at Hope+Elim. And I always say we're a quilt because we're made up of many ethnicities and many different backgrounds. So today we have the privilege of speaking with Karla Alaniz, who is one of our own members. She's a member of our worship team, which is awesome. So we really appreciate her being here. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me, Ben.
I bugged you enough to get you here. I did.
I got plenty of text messages and emails. So
yes.
Thank you for not allowing me to forget.
Absolutely. Like I said, we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yep.
It is just wonderful to be able to spotlight the Hispanic and Latino heritage. What I'd like to know, just first off, how would you say that you identify your background, your culture?
Well, when people ask me this questions like, oh, Karla, where are you from? I tell them I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico, but then I say I am almost an Iowa native because I get allergies already. I swear, when I was younger, I used to think that was like an American thing, like an Iowa thing. I was like, I'm an Iowa native and now because I've been here so long that I even get allergies. So that's what I always tell people. I am Mexican. My dad was American. He passed away already. But yeah, I've been here so long that I am an Iowa native now.
Wow. And the allergy thing, that is definitely true.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. Let me ask you this. So what does Hispanic Heritage Month mean to you, personally?
It's the first time somebody asked me that question. So it was a little hard to really think about that. So I had to write some notes. So I'm going to look at here real quick.
Knock yourself out.
And you told me to be as honest as possible.
Yes.
So I am being as honest as possible. And I'll be honest, I don't think about it as much.
Okay.
I do try to make it to the Latino Festival, which is usually at the end of September, just so we could see some of, eat the food. Obviously, the food is amazing.
Yes.
And but I love dance. I love the music. I love the joyful part of that piece of our culture. Mm-hmm. So I love to see, the cowboys and the girls dancing and all of that. So when I think of the Latino Heritage Festival or the Heritage Month, that's where my brain goes, is the festival.
Yeah.
And where we go to eat food and we go see dances that are performed in Mexico, or around where there's a lot of Latinos and community of that sort. Let me see, what else did I write on here? I mean, here's what I wrote. I think it is important to know and to remember where we came from.
Absolutely.
I just went to visit my family this summer, and it was just so refreshing to show my kids where I came from. Wow. And to remember where I came from. And, it wasn't an easy visit for them. Some of it was a little tough. However, I just like to focus on the future. And because I've gotten to travel outside of the States, I just love the United States. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm all about embracing America. And even as a Latina, as a Mexican, I'm just like, embrace, the country that has given me so much. And, this is where I went to school. This is where I met Christ, where this is where, I got married and had my children, and where I found a business. And, it's just given me so much. And then when I go outside of the country, or even going back to where I came from, and you're just so much more grateful.
Sure.
You know, so I embrace as much as I can of saying I love that I am here in the United States of America.
Wow. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. Thank you. But I mean, that's neat though, that your children though were able to see that connection, because it's part of you, so it's a part of them.
Yeah.
And I so agree, that is so important to know, ancestors, roots, background, all of that. And like you said, look into the future. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Shameless plug for the Latino Fest. I'm telling you, if you haven't been there, make sure you go. Karla is not playing about the food. It is real.
Right.
It is real. All right. Last question for you, and then we're going to wrap up, Karla.
What's up?
What would you say to our congregation? How can we be better allies to the Hispanic and Latino culture, and all the cultures that would fall under that umbrella?
This was also a difficult question, Ben. Because when I think of, we had very little as we moved to the U.S., and we had so much help. And I think America, I think Iowa, I think Des Moines already does this, where they help and assist so much.
Absolutely.
Especially to newcomers. The one thing that I think other people could do, because it's something that I personally do, I do work with the Latino community quite a bit.
Okay.
And I do try to help them and encourage them to not stay where they are when they arrived.
Wow.
My life has changed completely, and I tell them the same. Go to school, get yourself ready, take some classes, go take English classes. I think it's so awesome that we help, but at the same time, because I do it myself, I challenge my community to, hey, grow. You have to continue to grow. Get yourself prepared. Figure out a way to open a business. Learn English. Help your kids and be a little bit more involved. What can you give? And part of it to me is, embracing what God told us. What me as a Christian, what I embrace is, be fruitful, produce, multiply. And it's not just for you, it's for others. So this advice comes from a Christian Latina, which is, hey, you need to be fruitful, which doesn't necessarily mean have kids. Because, Latinos do have quite a bit of kids, more kids than anybody else. I know the U.S. population, it was tracked that the reason the U.S. population grew was because of Latinos. But that be fruitful refers to produce, be productive,
Absolutely.
and I encourage them, to do that and to open businesses and to keep growing. And then when they fix their homes, I tell them, do not fix the home by yourself. Don't think you know how to do plumbing. Hire someone, because when you're ready to sell that home and you call me, we want a good product. So I always try to challenge people to keep growing and not stay the way they arrived.
Wow.
And just continue to grow. I think that's something, especially if you're a Christian and you want to be able to help anybody that has come. Yes, I'm grateful that there's so many resources, especially when you're new and you need help. But at the same time, I think we need to challenge our newcomers.
Absolutely.
Hey, here's another path,
Absolutely.
For you to keep growing and embrace that American dream.
Come on.
Which is a beautiful dream. It's the land of milk and honey. I really truly believe that. It's a great country.
Wow. That's so well said. Thank you. And that's great advice for anyone.
Correct.
Don't stay where you are. You're so spot on with that. Wow. Thank you so much. I mean, really from my heart, it's an honor to be able to speak with you, to learn more about your culture, to learn more about you personally. And, for our Hope+Elim family as well, again, like I said at the beginning, it's about the people, God's people. We want Hope+Elim to look like what we want heaven to look like. So thank you again for tuning in. Karla Alaniz, I said her name correctly.
Yeah.
And have a blessed day.
All right.